I want to showcase to you a case study of this beautiful patient of facial feminization surgery. When a lot of patients send me inquiries for their facial feminization, they want to understand if these surgeries are all done together, whether it's going to be one single stage, whether it is going to be in multiple stages, what is the recovery time, so on and so forth. So when this patient came to me, she came with the concerns of the typical changes that a masculine face has, which was a receding kind of a M pattern hairline. She had a bossing in the frontal area, the brow bone was quite heavy, the nose was more masculine, it was a broad nose, and the lower part of the face was also quite heavy. So in the technique of facial feminization surgery that I routinely follow, we reconstruct the face in two stages. So as you can see, in the first stage we address the upper half of her face. So that included a hairline advancement, treatment of the forehead bossing by doing a type 3 reconstruction, treatment of the brow boss so that the elevation on the eyes reduces and the eyes open up. Then we did a feminizing rhinoplasty to remove the hump on her nose and to give her a more feminine looking and delicate nose. I also did a bit of fat grafting to the lips to make them look more feminine. In the second stage, which was done a month later, we did the lower part of her face. So as you can see, to begin with, she had a very broad jawline. The chin was also horizontally quite broad, and this gives a lot of masculine effect to the overall shape of the face. Whenever we describe a female face, it is described as an oval. So the aim of the second stage of the surgery is to feminize the lower part of the face. To achieve this, we did a V-line jaw shave surgery where the angle bone of her jaw was reduced. We did osteotomies on each side of the chin to reduce the width of her chin, and that is what has helped us feminize the lower part of her face. So as you can see, the transformation can be quite stunning and the overall effect has to look harmonious. Now why we do facial feminization in two stages is because it reduces the discomfort and pain significantly. When we do the upper part of the face, there is swelling, there is bruising, there is some kind of numbness that will be there, but it is restricted only to the upper part of the face. And when we do the lower part, the swelling is mainly restricted to the lower part. So the discomfort is, you can say, less than 50%. So when we have patients who come to meet me for a consultation, I often show them on the skull model what are the changes that we are planning for them. The steps of the surgery involve a CT scan of the face where we can see in 3 dimensions how the face structure currently is and what are changes we can achieve by doing a facial feminization. These surgeries take around 2 to 3 hours per stage and the overall recovery time is around 8 to 10 days. So if you are someone who's planning to have a transformation like she has, make sure that you have at least 3 to 4 weeks of downtime so that the swelling and the bruising that you may have is not visible to people. Those of you who are in front of the camera need to plan it in such a way that at least a month you should not have any shoots or you should not be in front of the camera. But as you can see in her photos, which are taken 6 weeks after her facial feminization, the results start looking very harmonious at the end of 4 to 6 weeks. So when you are planning your facial feminization surgery, it is important to take into account the downtime. There are a lot of patients who try to be in a rush to do these surgeries, but you have to understand that unless you follow the proper advice that is given to you in terms of taking medications, taking rest, the healing and the recovery can get delayed. So for each stage we recommend a rest and recovery period of at least 8 to 10 days. So if you are going to come from abroad, you need to be here for at least 3 weeks so that we can supervise your recovery. After the surgery, you are given a chin strap to wear, which is a cotton belt which you have to wear for supporting the lower part of the face. And again, this is an important part of your recovery process. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel to know latest advances on facial feminization surgery.